Algebra 2 family. All right, so this is your activating strategy for today. You're supposed to factor, and then you're also supposed to multiply it back out to make sure that it works. So I'll give you a moment to try it, and then we're going to check our work. Try that on your own. Remember, factoring is using the big X in the box, or the slip and slide method, and then multiplying it back out. All right, so on this first one, we were going to use the big X. We're going to take our A times C, which is going to give us 30, and our B is going to give us 17. What two numbers will make that happen? Well, factors of 30 would be 15 and 2, and if I add them together, I'm going to get 17. So now I'm going to use the box, and I know half of y'all dread the box. So the first term is going to go in the first term is going to go in that last box, and those two terms I just found, I'm going to slap an X onto them and put them in here. We're going to take the greatest common factor from the rows and columns. So out of here, we're going to pull out a 3x. Out of here, we're going to pull out a 1 because there's not much common with those. Out of this row, we're going to pull out a 2x because 2x times 3x gives us 6x squared. And then out of this one, we're going to pull out a 5. So our factors are going to be 2x plus 5 and 3x plus 1. All right, so to check and make sure that we did this correctly, we're going to take 2x times 3x, and that's going to give us 6x squared. 2x times 1, that's going to give us 2x. 5 times 3x, which is going to give us 15x. And 5 times 1, which is going to give us 5. If we combine our like terms are going to be 2x and 15x. If we add those together, we're going to get 17x, and then we're going to bring everything else down. Boom, this is the same thing as what we started with. Yes, we did it. Okay, so on B, we're going to do the same process. On this one, I'm going to do the slip and slide method because, you know, teachers like to change it up a little bit, you know. All right, so we're going to do A times C, which is my A times C, which is going to give me 36. And then my B is going to be negative 15. The two factors that will make that happen. The two factors that will make that happen are going to be negative 12 and negative 3. I don't know why I wrote 9. So if I multiply those together, I'll get 36. But if I add them together, I'll get negative 15. So now, since I'm not doing the box, I'm going to take my A term, which is 9, and I'm going to divide both things by that. Okay, remember, we always want to simplify our fraction and then kind of go from there. So 12 and 9 are both divisible by 3, so that's going to give me negative 4 in the top and 3 in the bottom. Well, that's not going to give me a whole number, so we're going to pull that guy to the front, slap an X next to him, and then bring that 4 down. Over here on this side, we're going to simplify that. They're both divisible by 3, so that's going to give us a negative 1/3. Again, not going to give us a whole number, so we're going to take what's on the bottom, pull it to the front, put an X next to it, and then you're going to have negative 1 right beside it. In order to check this guy, we're going to multiply these back out. 3 times 3 is going to give us 9x squared. 3x times negative 1 is going to give us negative 3x. Negative 4 times 3x is negative 12x. And negative 4 times negative 1 is going to give us positive 4. If we combine our like terms, we got negative 12 and negative 3. That's going to give us negative 15x in the middle. We're going to bring everything else down, and boom, look at that. Too good. It's the same thing as the beginning. We're crushing it. We're killing it. Round 3. I know y'all didn't even need that round 3, but we're going to check it just to make sure. I'm going to do the box for my friends. A times C is going to give us 36. My B is going to be 13. The two numbers that will make that happen are 9 and 4. Okay, we're going to put this mess in a box. We're going to take the first term, put it in the first box. Last term in the last box, and these two terms I just found, we're going to slap an X onto them, put them here and here. We're going to pull out the greatest common factor. From here, we're going to get 3x. From here, we're going to get a 4. From here, we're going to get an x because x times 3x gives us 3x squared. From here, we're going to get a 3. So we'll have 3x plus 4 and x plus 3. If we multiply this sucker back out, we're going to get 3x times x, which is going to give us 3x squared. 3x times 3, 9x. 4x times 4, 4 times x is going to give us 4x. And 4 times 3 is going to give us 12. We're going to combine our like terms, which are right here. 3x squared plus 13x plus 12. It's the same. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little excessive with these circles. It's the same thing as this last equation. So I know I went through that pretty quickly. That's really how long it should take you to do those 3 problems at this point. If you are sitting there and you are struggling, you got some work to do, okay? Saying I don't know how to factor is not a good enough excuse anymore, and you need to step the game up. So whatever you need to do to be successful, we are here for you, but you must be able to factor in order to get through this next unit.